Hello? Hello?
Snap.
Oh, that's not what I want. Okay. Alright, let's see if this fucking shit works. Alright, there we go. There we go. Ah, fuck. I didn't put that in right. Hold on. Huzzah! Yo, yes, we do have the actual office chair. I actually got it. It arrived. It got here. It's got a cool little footrest, but it also came like a week too late. It was supposed to get here like a week ago, and it didn't. And so that was cool, you know. That was nice. But did you to get the software working again? I didn't. I just had to bring up my other computer. So I was using my old computer before, with the one that has the better graphics card, because, like, you know, it has all my shit already on it. So then I was like, alright. I'll just, I'll put it on there. And then, like, last stream, I don't know if you guys can remember, but I was using the software last stream, and then it just said, nah. And then I can't get it working again. So I've reinstalled it, like, 5 times. I've gone back and forth between, like, the old version of EOS software and the new version of the EOS software, and neither of them work. The new one just simply won't launch, like, at all. It just says, nah, The old one at least will launch, but it doesn't have the ability to, like, be used as a webcam. Like, the EOS utility is nice, because, like, they made it so that you can just, like, you can fucking, like, use it with Streamlabs. Like, I can just have my camera set to the EOS utility, and then it's just direct feed from my webcam or my camera, which is nice. But the old version doesn't have that, and the old version's live view function operates at a stuttering 15 frames per second, so it doesn't work on its own. And then the only way to get that to go into Streamlabs is to capture the window, and then because you're capturing the window and not getting the direct feed, it compresses it into this awful looking garbage. And so that wasn't an option. I spent like an hour trying to download a fucking virtual machine, because there's a program that allows you, as a program for Mac that I thought might work, but it didn't. There's a different program like Digicam that I thought was gonna work, but it didn't work either. So I had to just go get my old my other computer, and and hopefully it won't break randomly. Troubleshooting. I'm sure a lot of people, including myself, would be happy to help. I'm not sure if there is a way to troubleshoot it, right? Because like if you look up like, can you see my AK? Yeah, it's right here. There it is. There's the AK. A lot of people seem to have complaints about the software. It seems like I'm not the only one, but other than it being outrageously overpriced for what it is, outrageously poorly designed for what it is, and how outrageously expensive it is for how bad it is, it's just not a good program. Like, I don't understand why no one, like, as big as streaming is, you'd think someone would have made a, like, program that is made specifically to take DSLR cameras and make them work with Streamlabs. But there isn't. I don't know why. Like, I'd pay for that, man. Also, thank you, Tracy, for the 10 gifts and subs. Thank you so much. Also, I think I saw someone resubscribe earlier today. I don't know if I did or not. Anyway, but yes, that happened. That was fun. That was fun. That was a crisp, fun, like 4 hours of my life that I'll never get back. SparkoCam? Let me look that up. I don't know if I tried SparkoCam. I tried like all of the ones that was linked in the general. I was trying everything, dude. I was in there like Jizzy came in to like see what I was doing, and he just saw me like with the fucking like command prompt open. I'm trying to like install like a fucking virtual machine. I'm in like the BIOS settings of a virtual machine trying to like figure out how to get Mac to work, and it was just like, man, this seems like a lot of work to do for a problem that I shouldn't be having. Speaking of problems I shouldn't be having, I need a new car. So I don't have a car anymore. My old one is still broken, and I'm not gonna get a payout for it, I don't think. So I'm gonna have to get a new car. That's not fun. God damn it. It's only an hour long, probably. I'm a little bit, I'm a little bit what they call upsetty spaghetti. You know? I'm just a little upsetty spaghetti. You know what I mean? But it's all right, because we did go bowling yesterday, and so I got that footage, which is nice. But what if you beat the wheelhouse up until the tire stops revving? I could do that, but if I did that, then the insurance would like 100% not give me a payout. Get a Honda Type R. Do you want to get timed out, Ionic Balls? Do you want to get timed out? Because I'll fucking do it. I'll fucking do it. I'll fucking do it. Fucking Honda. Thanks for the subscription, yeah. Yeah, it's like, I could do that. I could get the car running, but partially but it's moldy in the car now because it sat in the Georgia sun with a ton of shit in it, and I wasn't able to clear it out for a week, so mold ended up growing in it. So now it really needs a new top and new seats to be even somewhat comfortably to daily drive. And that's on top of the fact that I also need to replace the fuel filter still, and then I'd have to bend the fender well out of the way, and then it would be drivable, assuming the frame isn't bent. Then it would be drivable, but then I'd have a huge ass dent in the back, which fucking sucks. But like I finally got in contact with my insurance yesterday, and they said that they had been trying to contact the original driver, but they can't. They're not able to get in contact with the owner of the vehicle. And so that basically means that I'm not getting money. Basically, it seems to me that the guy who owned this truck, which is a really shitty truck, by the way, like I have a picture of it, it is 2002 blue Chevy Silverado with these really ugly aftermarket rims on it. I figure the guy who did it just thought, well, if I come clean, I might get a DUI, and I'll have to pay this, so I'm just not gonna, and I'll just write off the insurance and the truck. So now, the guy just basically said, fuck it to the insurance, fuck it to the truck, I'll buy a new one, because it's probably cheaper than paying me, because it's probably only worth that's like a $2,000 truck max. And then like, I bet Astra cheated by using a bumper. I don't use a bumper. Get the fuck out of here. Did the police investigate any further? There's nothing to investigate, right? They have the truck. They have the truck. They have the police report. They know that the truck did it. They just don't know who was driving it. And the main issue is that I can't prove who was driving it, right? Since there was no, like, surveillance that caught his face, there was nothing that was proved that he was the one who's driving, then I can't do that. The only way I could, like, have a civil suit is if I had proof that it was him. Because if I had proof that it was him, I could sue him. But I don't have any proof that it was him. Because even though it probably was, because, like, the car wasn't reported stolen, the guy has a Latino surname, and the witnesses describe the person as being Latino, so I'm like 90% sure the guy who owns the truck was the guy who was driving it, but you can't be 100% sure. So that basically means that I just lost a $13,000 car like that, and now I have one running car that doesn't run very well, to be honest, but it runs, but it's 1,300 miles away in a random field in the middle of nowhere, Iowa. But now I've basically got nothing. You down to look at project cars? Yes, I am, but I cannot afford any. I won't be buying any. It could have been stolen, but either way, that's really dirty of them to not give a shit. Insurance companies are whack. Yeah, of course it is. Of course insurance companies are whack, and of course insurance companies don't care. And, like, the fucking lady on the phone, first of all, she didn't pick up the phone for a week. I called her 13 times in the span of 1 week to try and get in contact her, and then she finally we had to escalate it. We called the, like, customer service and made their manager contact the person, and then I get a call from her, lo and behold, at which point she's very snarky with me and is trying to, like, say, I'm like, hey, I need a rental, I haven't been in my car for a week, and she's like, well, why isn't your car broken down in the first place? And I'm like, you bitch. And so basically, I'm not getting anything from insurance, like a good 90% chance I'm not getting anything from insurance, and I'm out of a car. So, it's been fucking bad. You could try talking to a small claims and letting them a judge decide. Costs would be minimal, but you might not be able to collect a judgment, though. The problem is, I don't think I have a case, you know what I mean? I feel like I don't. Because the only case I would have is against the insurance company. I'd be able to, like, maybe say, well, the car wasn't reported stolen, and no one said that whoever was... I don't think he's denied driving the car. So if he hasn't denied driving the car in this accident, then that basically is an admission of guilt in my mind. Because if I had a car and someone I didn't want driving it had driven it and gotten in an accident with it, and then that car is now impounded, I'd be pretty pissed at that guy. And maybe I would make a police report or a stolen vehicle report or anything. But nothing like that is come up. So there's no stolen car report. There's nothing like that. And it's like, fuck. Lawyer time. I would go off at the lady. I'm gonna, yeah, you could get a lawyer, but it would cost thousands of dollars. Well, that's the thing. I could get a lawyer, but it'd have to be one of those lawyers that you only pay if you win. Because I have, like, zero money. Like, it's zero money. So, I can't afford that shit. Florida and Deep South known for bad drivers and high premiums. Best you hope for is a default judgment. If he doesn't respond to the lawsuit, you get paid. Might have a case, but I bet I would contact the state insurance station first. If that fails, go get a lawyer. It's not your fault if their insurance can't contact their driver. It's not my fault if their insurance can't contact their driver, but as an insurance company, if you can't prove that your insured was driving the car, then you don't have to pay. So it's shitty, but that's the way it is. And I don't know if Georgia is the state that I want to go with, because the accident happened in Georgia, but the car was registered and insured in Florida. So I don't know if Georgia insurance is the way I gotta go, or if because the Assurance America is the assurance company, by the way. I don't have a problem name dropping them, because fuck them. Don't ever use them. They're an awful company. If you ever think about using Assurance America, don't. They're shitty. They're awful people. Anyway, they're based in Georgia, but they're nationwide. Like, they're not every state, but they go, you can get it in, like, Arizona. And so, like, they don't, I don't know if it's Georgia that probably goes by where the accident was. Maybe. The insurance won't cover the driver if they don't cooperate, so Astra wouldn't get paid. Yeah. Talk to your IO insurance agent, too. Well, that's the problem. Like, I guess I should probably call him and ask him for advice, but that's all I can really do. Like, I can talk to him and, like, get advice from him, like, as a friend, but I can't get any actual info from him because I had liability insurance, so they don't cover they're not covering it at all. So it's like a very fly-by-night company, yeah. Insurance policy will still cover it if it was a friend, relative of insurance who was driving it with the right permission, so even if he wasn't driving, they need to cover it. That's true, Boobs, but I can't prove that it was him or his friends or family, right? Like, imagine you're him, right? Imagine you're the insured driver, and you get phone calls and messages from your insurance company saying that, oh, your car was in an accident, we need your fucking blah, blah, blah. There is nothing that will prevent you from just saying, oh, no, that wasn't me, or any of my friends, or my family. That's literally all he has to say, and I'm fucked. I can't, I'm out 13 grand. It's just like, boom. There goes all that money that I don't have. Wow, look at all that money I don't have that go right out the window. Fun. Unless they're on the list of excluded drivers. That's the problem though, I can't prove who was driving the car. So unless I could prove who was driving the car, I don't have anything, you know what I mean? The only thing, I might try to call the hotel that he was checked into. Because if there are records of him checking into that hotel, then I would be proof that he was driving. But I don't think they'll give me those records unless I'm a police officer, and I don't think the police are gonna look into it that deeply. If you had a dash cam, you could though, right? Dash cam is worth having. I do think a dash cam is worth having, but that wouldn't have helped me in this situation because my car was facing forwards and he hit me. He backed into me like that. My car is facing forwards and he backed into like that. So my car wouldn't have seen his face either way if I had even if I had a rear-facing dash cam, it wouldn't have caught his face because it wasn't facing the front of his truck. You need to at least talk to a couple lawyers for options. Many will be glad to help you that much, even if you don't use them right now. You could only use the insurance company told you to find out what you're doing illegal. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to do that, but then it's just like so annoying. Like, great. Even if I do like get like a lawyer, and even if they do say I have a case to stand on, I'm not gonna have a car for like fucking months, dude. It's like, god damn. The cops will have to ask if there's a police report. Call them. All right, I will. The internet has taught me the dash cams make your car an accident magnet. Dash cam wouldn't pick it up. No, Asher's about to go Liam Neeson on this guy. I will find you. Well, I have his address. I know where he lives. Like, I know where he lives. I can go to his house. Like, a part of me wants to go to his house and just knock on the door and be like, hey, can you, just suck my dick? Like, just zip sound, suck my dick? Like, I genuinely want to go do that because, like, fuck this guy, man. Like, if nothing else, I will send him a box of shit. I will do that, anonymously. I will do that. But, like, I could, I guess, like, go there and ask him, like, hey, were you driving this car on, like, secretly, or go up to his house, record him, and say, hey, were you driving this car in Georgia on this date? Not a good idea, lol, but you can call him or contact him. Send him poop. This plot twist, he's into that. Shit. Shit, this backfired. Oh, no. He's good at it. Tells the world it's no longer anonymous. Well, he wouldn't know. Unless he watches my stream, he ain't gonna find out. Sent a link to my Discord. Top fanboy Astra isn't real. She can't hurt you. Makes you suck her dick. Kinda ruined the plan. I'm not actually going to go there and like try to have him fucking suck my dick, alright? I don't actually like my dick being sucked. Fun fact. Not my favorite thing in the world. But I like the sentiment. Just go up to him and like, eat my ass. The YouTube video, Ashley confronts guy who hits her car. I mean, honestly, it would be kind of a good video. Letter from a lawyer might scare him, but it would cost money. That's the thing. Like, if I had money to throw behind shit, like, that would work. But, like, I don't. I have, like, 0 money. I don't mean to spam here, so you have to do something, though you can't let him walk over you so easily. I know this is extremely frustrating, but you can't give up. That's the issue, though, right? There's not a whole lot I can do. Like, I can go to lawyers, and I can see what my options are, but I'm, like, 90% sure my options are, cope and seethe. Those are my 2 options. I don't have... I'm just trying to think of this from, like, a legal standpoint. There might be something to say that, well, if he didn't report the car stolen, especially after this amount of time, that you can assume that he or his, or one of the people that he is insured is driving the car, at which point it would still be the insurance's problem, because even if he wasn't driving the car, like, even if it was his friend, or even if he didn't know his friend was driving the car, as long as it wasn't someone who wasn't supposed to be driving the car, then I still get paid from the insurance. The issue is proving that. Can you sell your car for parts? It'd be, like, not even remotely worth it. I could, but the body's damaged, so the body's worthless, and the engine and everything else, it costs more to scrap than you'd get out of it. He'll drop and hit Astra with a gag and twist right into right. Gag twist. Yeah, I will see my options. I do have to contact the lawyer. The problem is I don't know what lawyer to contact. It's like, well, I need a lawyer. Who do I go to? Like, what kind of lawyer deals with this shit? I don't know. A few of us have given some advice. I go nuclear at this point, even when I was broke. Well, that's the problem. I can't go nuclear, right? I can go to a lawyer's office and I can ask, and I can just ask questions and see if I can get anywhere. But at the moment, my options are cope and seethe. The most you can get about scrapping is about 500. Yeah, that sounds about right. How much for your car seat? I wouldn't want that car. I need a new car seat anyway. There's like mold on those car seats. I wouldn't sell that. Don't eat that wrapper, movie. That's not cat food. There's cat food over there. Actually, wait a minute. Let me pour you some water. Let's try to get some answers on the option. Usually, lawyers handle the car accident. BL cases also do property. What lawyer would I go to? Like, what kind of lawyer? Like, there's so many different kinds that I don't know. Georgia injury lawyers. Go to court. God damn it, man. God damn it. Bodily injury. Well, there wasn't any bodily injury. I wasn't hurt at all, you know. We need to ask, walk into a lawyer's office and ask questions. Yeah, honestly. That's the problem, though. It's, like, hard to even do that because I don't have a car, right? I have to rely on Dabo. Poor Dabo has been having to drive us around because I don't have a car. I'm fucked. Got ran from behind and not in the fun way. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you Naruto, I don't know if you know the full saga, but essentially, my car broke down in the middle of Georgia with a fuel filter problem. Something I couldn't fix on the side of the road, but something that wouldn't take more than a day to fix at home, right? But I had to go back up and get it, and it took me about a week to go back up and get it because I was struggling. I got, like, fucking scammed by a fucking car transport company out of 120 bucks, so that was fun. And then my car got hit by some drunk driver who backed into it and then drove away. And now my car is totaled, and it's not currently drivable, so... You have sagas like Chris Chan. Julie. I think we have very good case. Astra just frazzled. We need to find a lawyer. I don't know if we do. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have very little hope. I've pretty much accepted the fact that I'm not getting any money out of this insurance, and I've basically just... I had my, like, super cool $13,000 fucking vintage car just totaled, and I just have to deal with that fact, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to wait until, like... I will fix the BMW, I think. I will do that eventually. I'm probably going to try and fix it.
Thank you
It
for the follow.
might be. Looking at the damage, it's so much worse than it looks. Like, it's so much worse than it looks. You can't just, like, hammer that shit out. So I'm gonna have to, like... It's gonna have to be a very long process to fix, because I'm gonna have to find a donor BMW E30 to get that rear quarter panel off of. I'm gonna have to cut it with an angle grinder, and then weld it into the car to fix the problem. And then what I'll have to do is I'll have to, like, fix everything. I need a new it's approximately $15,000 worth of work that the BMW needs at this point. That he caused, I should mention. This is not $15,000 worth of damage or work that it needs in total. It's just the amount of damage that this one drunk asshole caused in one fucking night was about $15,000. So, this is what the insurance companies want. Get mad and fight for your dollars. Yeah, I mean, like, fuck, dude. The insurance company's not gonna give you shit. Have you been under the car to see what the under looks like? I haven't been under, like, to see what that looks like. All I know is that the fender well is completely fucked. Like, the entire fender well is fucked. My car needs oil for the engine. Is the BMW safe? It's with me now. I have it. Who patient I go to small claims without a lawyer. I could go to small claims without a lawyer, but I'd not be fighting their lawyers, and I would get my ass reamed. And I love getting my ass reamed, but not in that way. Just find an E30 body frame. I suppose I could, but, like, even that's probably gonna be expensive. Like, imagine if I did that, right? Like, a scrap BMW is gonna be like $2,000, assuming that it's got a decent, like, rear end to it. And then if I take that $1,200 at least, which is probably gonna be more, it's probably gonna be like $2,000 for a body like that, then I have to fucking scrap that, because I don't need that. I just need the fucking back of it. I'm gonna have to cut that, weld that, fucking cut and weld that into the BMW, and then fucking Bondo and hammer that. Ew, oh my god, it's maybe just save up for a Nissan Bluebird or Mazda Cosmos instead of fixing the BMW. But that's the problem, though, is, like, I wouldn't buy a Mazda Cosmos. That's way more expensive. That's out of my price range. I'm applying for remote paid internship with Human Rights Campaigns for their spring internship program, so I'll be working to spread LGBTQIA, ZP, LGBT, QRS, TUV, equality. Nice. Hot take, they need to drop, like, half the letters off that. No, it's the longer that gets, the worse it is. Just keep it LGBT. It doesn't need to be LGBTQTPSS2VIY. It doesn't need to be that way. It doesn't need to be that way. Just LGBT. It's all it needs, man. It's all it needs. Lawyers might go after the transporter. No, the transporter didn't do anything. Like, the problem with the transporter is it was a company that organizes a transporter, and they couldn't get that, and so I'd have to fucking do that. But one problem that has been like a month, they're gonna try and deny it since it wasn't right after finding out. They wouldn't do anything to the car transport company because it wasn't their fault. It was a drunk drive guy's fault, right? Sure, it was their fault because they said it was going to get here on the 24th, and because it didn't get here on the 24th, and they never actually fucking picked it up, that's why it got hit. So, like, yeah, it is their fault, but not legally. I get a $500 to $1,500 piece of shit car, and then you have transfer trade. I couldn't. Here's the issue with, like, a $15,000 car or $1,500 car. Number one, I still don't have $1,500 right now. I don't have, like, $100 right now, much less $1,500. But even if I did, a $1,500 car is a losing battle. Like, if you buy a $1,500 car, you're gonna drive it for a week and then have to put $600 into it, and then you're gonna drive it for a month and then have to put $2,000 into it. And by 6 months after you bought the car, you spent 4 times as much as you were originally spent on the car, and you could have just bought a better car to begin with. So it's like, I don't know. Shit, in my area, hasn't been drivable street legal car that cheap in 20 years. Yeah, like, it's not like a $1,500 car. You might as well just burn your money. Anything under 10K is basically losing a losing proposition. I don't think anything under 10K. There's a lot of cars under 10K that are good. Like, my BMW actually was only $3,500, right? I only paid 35 for it, and I only put like about 4,000 into it, like total. But it was worth 1,300 because I bought it non-running and then got it running. So, thank you, Tracy. Thank you so much, Tracy.
Here's a small start for Astra's car fund. Could I get some girl voice in return?
I'll take it. Thank you
please?
so much, Tracy, for the car fund.
Thank you so much, Tracy, for the car fund. I need to practice girl voice more often, but thank you so much, Tracy, and it really means a lot right now. Pursue a claim for bad faith towards the insurance company for dodging the calls for a month and refusing to pursue your case, i.e. contact their client. Yeah, I could do that, but I don't know how much they've tried to contact the client, and I don't know, like, I don't know. I have to, like, see what my options... I have to go to a lawyer, essentially, and figure out, like, what legally I have, what legal grounds I have here. You can do a pretty good around 5K if it's an unpopular vintage car like a sedan. I would, like, kill myself if I drove a sedan every day. I would, like, hate that shit so much. There are decent cars for under 5K, right? I could buy a car for under 5K. That Corvette I was looking at was 5K. And so that 5K was my budget that I was looking for. But now that I know I'm not getting paid, I'm just like, well, shit. Someone crashed the BMW. Someone crashed into the BMW. You can find a good, dependable car for cheap if you don't expect it to be a really nice car. It depends. It really depends. Like, here, I can actually go onto Craigslist, and I can show you guys just a little bit of what I'm talking about. Let's go all of Florida. Let me, screen capture. Is this good? I think this is good, right? All right, if I go here, and then I go to cars, right? And I go to hide duplicates, has image, transmission, manual, and then let's go minimum none, maximum. Let's put that at 1100 because well, let's just put that at 10 because yeah. There we go. Let's see what cars we have here. Sometimes you gotta drive something you don't like to get by. That's true. That's true. But I hate sedans. Sedans fit more tube gear and coupes than convertibles. Yeah, but like, fuck sedans, dude. Fuck that shit. The problem is, like, driving for me is a very, like, therapeutic thing. And it's, like, it's very stressful if I have to drive a car that I fucking hate. You know what I mean? Like, this is not, this is $1,500, but not probably for the whole car, and it's probably a piece of shit. So let's look at that one. You're my little
Fuck. Let's see here.
Let's keep it going. Best of luck with everything, Astra.
Oh, thank you, Benoit. Holy shit, thank you so much, Benoit. For another $100. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Oh! Oh, I fucked my phone up. Okay, hold on 1 second. But thank you so much, Benoit. Fuck, hold on, let me see. Let me continue. Look, I've heard they're decent and cheap to work on. Get a classic Beetle. I don't like classic Beetles, to be honest with you. The air-cooled engine is just not really my thing. I mean, I could, but like, it just doesn't load. Like, I could get something like this, but like, the carburetor's in the passenger seat. That doesn't look good. What? That's not a carb. Oh, never mind. The engine is in the passenger seat. Okay, that's cool. It's like I could buy this for like $1,500, but like I'd spend at least like $7,000 to get it running. If this is actually $1,500 and it's like in as good condition with as low miles as they say it is, I will believe it, but I straight up don't believe that. I just straight up don't.
Hope this helps. We love you and wish you the best.
Thank you so much, Doge Doodles. Thank you so much for the $25. It does help. It actually really does. Like, I could get something like this, which is pretty shitty. Very speed manufacturing says running Was running well in the garage about 7 years. Will not start. Need some work to be towed. Like, I could go for something like this. That's relatively cheap and probably get it running. But it's also a very shitty car. Like, it's already super shitty. So it's like I could also go for something like this. Like, I really do like these Mustangs that are older like this. But it's, let's see, she runs and drives, AC control, V8 I've done Mustang, replace the new, So, like, there are options like this, and this is probably what I would go with. It's just something cheaper, like, you know, like that I could run with. Because something like a Ford Ranger, like this car, is like a death sentence. Or not a death sentence. I would fucking hate to own this, though. I've already owned a manual transmission Ford Ranger, and they are a pain in the asshole to work on. So you gotta, like, think about it in terms of, like, how much does it suck to work on this car, and how much is it, like, how much fun is it to work on it? Like, you know, like, this car is not very reliable, but at least it's fucking easy to work on, if it would ever load. And that is, like, one of the good things. Oh, fuck, I'm not sharing the screen. Hold on. Let me, the rest of the bits for you. Oh, thank you so much, Dot, for the 36 bits. Hold on, let me show this. Whoopsie. It won't load the image. Fucking open. So, like, you know, something like this I could use. Like, I could drive something like this. I could fix something like this. And it's relatively cheap, but you gotta think, like, fuck, dude. Like, maybe not. Like, I wouldn't go for this one. This one's too expensive. The gas would be too much money, and the parts would be too much money. But for something like this, you know, like, what does it need? If it needs, like, a head gasket or something like that, I can replace a head gasket, right? But it's just, like, you know, it's just, like, there's not a whole lot of options. There is the 1985D Tommaso Pantera, which is, like, actually one of my dream cars. And I fucking love this car. Are you guys seeing this shit? Dude, look how fucking cool this shit is. Like, I would unironically buy this. Like, this, I genuinely want this car so fucking bad. This is, like, one of the coolest fucking supercars I've ever seen. Just the body styling of it. It's just so fucking sexy. It's so sexy. It's so not in my price range, though. It is so not in my price range. Do you, I think, Angelus for the subs. Did Angelus? Holy shit, Angelus, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. I didn't see that. Thank you so much. Get a quote from a body shop and see if you can make it a dono goal. Well, that's the problem. Like, and for those who don't know, I took an auto body class, 3K a month. Jesus Christ. Sometimes they have a form of police vehicles that are in decent shape. Yeah, but they're never in manual, and I hate driving automatics with a passion. Crown Vic would be a solid choice, and I've always wanted a Crown Vic or one of the variants. One of the Panther bodies, I love them, but they never came with manual transmissions. And I, again, refuse to drive an automatic because, like, it drives me insane to drive an automatic. I almost got one for like $5,000 back in the 2016 super fast, so I walk like GTR Skylines. I don't think I can get a Pontiac GTA for $5,000. I don't think that's gonna be a. Also, did Tommaso's bring the Pantera back? It's mostly carbonite. That's pretty cool, actually. I really do like that car, though. I really want one, but like, man, $187,000. If you meet up with the Donago, do you think you could do a road trip or so driving stream or some videos of you working on a car? Yeah, I could, and I would. That's what frustrates me about this whole situation, is that was the idea behind the BMW. I wanted to do that with the BMW. I wanted to make repair videos on the BMW, but fuck, man. It just, like, god damn it. And I will make a series about me fixing it. But yeah, again, it's like, no one knows. Like, I took an auto body class in college, and part of that whole semester was welding, painting, all of that stuff. But it also had estimation. So, like, I actually have, like, somewhat certified as an estimator. Like, I don't know if I'm certified, but, like, I have, like, if I were to go to get a job as an insurance, like, estimator, I could, because I have I have college credits for that, right? It is rear-wheel drive. I don't need rear-wheel drive, but it's preferred. How about a turbo brick? An old Volvo make? Oh, I love old Volvos. I love old Volvos. I would absolutely drive a Volvo if I had a manual. Like, absolutely. If I could find one of those fucking bricks, I would totally rock that shit. We should road trip in my van once the prices go down. We can just go to random crap like the woods. Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah, you'd probably have to take an ASC estimator course and get a cert. Yeah, I probably would have to. But I do know how to, like, do estimation. It's basically what I'm getting at. And, like, I can look at a car and look at the damages done to that car and, for the most part, get a rough estimate of how much it's going to cost. And I basically am confident that it would cost about $15,000 to fix my BMW on the low end, because the amount of work that it has to go into it is way more extensive than it might first seem. You know what I mean? What is up, gang? How are we doing this night? I'm not doing so hot, man. I'm not doing so hot. I'm not doing so hot right now. From pictures I've seen, it would be more worried about the suspension. Looks like some expensive camber on that wheel got hit. There's no camber on the wheel, and the wheel didn't really get hit itself. I'm not too worried about the suspension or the axle. What I'm more worried about is the frame. I don't know if I have the pictures with me, but basically, the issue is here, and like there are two major dents on the car, right? One of them is on the rear trunk, and that one is not easy to fix, but it's not hard to fix, right? Because that one is, I could take that out with a dent. If I replace the rear bumper, and I could take that one out with a hammer and the, you know, the thing. I could fix that one myself. The fender well is a more tricky beast though, because like a fender well is like this, right? And if you hit here on the fender well, it's going to push that in, but it's also going to push the other side out. So not only do I have to rebend that into place and get the exact right like contour of the fender well right, I'd have to like do this instead of just moving it back in or out, and that would be an immensely challenging proposition. And basically, if you took it to a body shop, they wouldn't do that. What they would do is what I would do is take a beater car and cut off like a foot around the fender well, and then cut off the foot around the fender well on my car, and then weld the new part on. So I'd have to weld it on very carefully because it's sheet metal, so it's not as thick as like normal steel, so you have to do it in bits. You have to weld a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, so it doesn't overheat and warp the sheet metal. It's also a lot easier to burn through on sheet metal, but I can't actually weld sheet metal. So I could do that, and then you have to grind the weld down, and then you have to Bondo the weld to make it so it's smooth and doesn't, you can't feel it. I don't have my car here, but I have a pedal car that I kind of did some of this work on, and I could show you what I'm talking about. But it's like, I'd have to do all of that work and then paint it, and it would be, if I just had it painted, it'd probably be $5,000, assuming none of the body work is getting done. And the body work is where the real dollars are gonna come in, I think. Astra's had a month from hell. I have. It's been a fucking bad month. Astra plus girl voice equals passoid. I don't know if my voice is that good yet. Sometimes I'll like watch a clip where I'm like in the middle of girl voice, and I'm just like, I'll just be like, oh god, I need to practice that shit. That sounded awful. The seventh layer of hell. Did we do a fit check? I did not. Let me do a fit check real quick. So I think, wait a minute. I think my 10 minutes is up. I do have to practice that more. I gotta like practice that in the shower though, man. I mean, this is not a bad fit. Like, I'm kind of about this fit, to be honest with you. But I bought this shirt, right, for $5. It said it was $1 on the rack. It was clearance, but it said $10 on the tag. But then I used the scanner and it said $5. Only problem is it's like, I don't know if you could tell, but it's like a fat person. It's like, it's for plus size people. And I don't like mean that as in like a bad thing, but it's like, it says small,
So I thought it would fit, and it's like for short, fat people. So like it's like it's the right height like this way, but it's like way too wide on the side. So I can't really like use it for much, but we can tell it that you're small. It is very wide. Wear a belt. I could probably wear it with a belt, but then like I have to like the sleeves are like sewed together to like the back. I have to like undo that. Maybe I could get my mom to fix it. Probably could. Like you can tell by someone's arms and face. Yeah. Yes. I am. I'm not super skinny. I'm like back to where I was. I think before I left for Iowa originally. I don't know. I don't have a scale, so I can't really tell. You know. So why didn't you try it before you bought it? Because it was $1. Or at least I thought it was $1. I thought it was really cute, and I thought it was $1. So I'm like, holy shit! I'll buy that for $1. Fucking $5 later. Fuck, now it's not the right size. It'd be a neat project, a bit rough though. Ooh, no. You know, I would be fine with doing this truck, or something like this. Right, chat? Let me share this screen. I'd be fine doing something like this if I had a good MIG welder. Because all of the, well, let me see, where did it go? First off, it also doesn't have an engine, so for $2,000, that's pretty fucking expensive for no engine. But like right here, this entire floorboard needs to be replaced and like re-weld, like taken out and a new one welded in place. That's what needs to have happened there. Small block for $1,400. Jesus Christ. Let's see, what else do we have? Hold on. Thank you, Bean Master, for the follow. I wish there was like translate how in Romanian. Why would I don't know how to do that, but I do have like I do have this, which is Romanian. This is Romanian, so I can't translate. I don't know how to speak Romanian, but I do have this. Sorry, I had to. Don't, it's a trap. Do you have a garage to do projects like that? It takes a lot of tools and such. I have a lot of tools, but most of them are in Iowa. So I know how to do a lot of that stuff without a ton of tools. Like a lot of it I can do with very little tools. The problem is garage space. I don't really have a garage to work on any of this stuff at. Or I could do stuff short term, like a couple days maybe, but anything longer than a week would not be, thank you. Anything longer than like a couple days that it would be down for is gonna be not very good, you know? Alright. How in Romanian is the word used for white stuff in English starts with a C? I don't know, man. I think that's a trap. That's bait. That's bait. I don't know what kind of bait, but that... Hi, Puck. That's bait. I don't know where you're going with that. Yeah. I feel like I saw that one coming. I feel like it's bait. Government has a cheap Civic for sale. Alright. One car I will not buy is a Civic. I'll buy a Toyota Camry before I buy a Civic. I'm sorry. I will not drive a Civic. You can suck my dick. I should stop saying that. I don't want people to suck my dick. I want people to eat my ass. Eat my ass. That's bait. You're a masturbator. Not saying for hot now, but in the future you can rent a storage unit and put the car in there to work in there. Yeah, I mean, I have a storage unit right now, and that's where all my shit is. Like, I have a toolbox full, like I have a $6,000 toolbox that I got for not $6,000 when I was in school, but it's in Iowa, and that was what I used when I used to work in the diesel industry. So like I have like any tool I would need for any mechanical work. I would just need to buy a couple of hammers, and there are these little like steel blocks that you buy as an auto body guy that you use to hit the hammer against through the sheet metal, and it helps flatten things. It's like an anvil, but you hold it. It's you couldn't be able to fill up anyways. Maybe you can use my garage if it can help me clean it up. Yeah, I mean I could use your garage to help you clean. If I could help you clean it up, that would be great. But I still don't want to keep a car in your garage for like more than a week, I would feel awful. I would just feel so bad. Is anyone gonna get higher than an astronaut socks tonight, or am I alone? I plead the fifth. Oh, I'm gonna go back to looking at cars. It makes me feel better. It makes me feel like I'm gonna get a car even though I'm not. Yeah, I mean, it's like, something like this wouldn't be bad, honestly. It's depending on how like bad it is in person. Like, this is one picture of it. Like, something like this is not running. I might be able to fix this like really easily and have like a $5,000 car compared to a $1,500 one, but yeah, I don't know. Like, something like this is what you're gonna get for under $5,000. Like, this is a decent car, but you gotta understand, like, something like this is not gonna be easy to work on. Also, I don't see, I see a distinctive lack of transmission. What? Where did, what? Is there just no knob? Oh, there's just no knob. That's kind of weird. I mean, yeah, this is pretty shitty, and it's like, you gotta spend $2,000 on this. It's not gonna be worth it, you know, in my mind. And if I'm gonna hate it every time I drive it, then it's gonna suck the soul out of me, you know. Let's see here. What other options do we have? What other options do we have? If I keep looking here, for under $5,000. Or about under 10 grand, I guess. Fuck, I have to like close chat to look at this. Teach me how to wrench and we can talk about a deal. Oh, that works. I can teach you how to do that. Dollies, Astra dollies. Is anyone gonna, hell yeah. Ooh, oh, I like that. I like that a lot. $800 in Atlanta, Georgia. Does it run? I like that. I really like that, actually. Holy shit, that's a cool Porsche. Does it run? What part of Georgia is this in? Oh, it's in Atlanta. God damn it. Fuck. Does it run? There's no information about it. I love this car. I unironically love this, but I don't know if it runs or not. What about this one? 914 Targa. Ooh. Why does it look like that? Ooh. Ew. What the fuck? Why does it look like that? What? What if I do, it's not gonna let me do this because I'm not signed in. What if I do, it's not, there we go. Not 500 miles, let's do 250, there we go. That'll give me, like, the rough estimate. Can I use the marketplace without an account? Did they change that? That's amazing. I should just need to get a tandem bike for transport. Dodge Stratus. Are you streaming tomorrow? Yes, I am streaming tomorrow. Let's see here. Transmission type manual. Vehicle type cars and trucks. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right. From max 10,000. Yeah. Okay. How do I sort this? Sort by lowest first. All right. Perfect. I like Baja Beals. These are alright. I'm gonna call it later. Alright, see you that guy 808. Alright, hold on. Let me see here. What are my options? Jesus Christ. Some of these are so bad. Some of these are so fucking bad, dude. Under $3,000 for a car is just nothing. You just don't get anything. I really don't want another BMW if I'm gonna get another car, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's kind of a cool body style. There's really not a lot on Facebook Marketplace, to be honest with you. Really not a lot. Ooh! Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Whoa, hold on. Now that's sexy as fuck. That's cool. Alright, what about this one? I like that, but a little bit boring. What about this one? Decent, but a little expensive. What about this one? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's fucking... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's a cool car. I like that one. You need some pickup, put a Skyline engine in it. I could do that. Bought a lot of nice cars for under $3,000 years ago. Now my junk cars are worth 10 grand on there. I know, right? It's like the car market is stupid. How much do they want for this? 6,000? That's fucking cool. I like that one. This clearly is a race car though, and not a fucking daily driver, but also in South Carolina. Very cool. Not probably a good, I mean, okay, I don't need a super reliable car to be a daily, to be honest with you. Like, I really don't. All I need is a car that I can fix, like, relatively easy. You know what I mean? I want a car that doesn't suck absolute donkey balls to work on. 2014 Charger still has a cage and bully bar for 1800. Chargers are not a car I want. They don't make Chargers with manuals, so the main thing, all right, ideally not a front-wheel drive car, but that's not a deal breaker for me, right? A deal breaker is an automatic transmission. I have tried to drive automatic transmissions, and I have daily driven 2 cars with manual or automatic transmissions, and I despise it. I fucking despise it. Every time I'm driving a car that has an automatic in it, I just am constantly wishing that I was driving a car that had a manual. I just can't do it. I can't fucking do it, man. I just can't fucking do it. Is that a vape in my hand? Yeah. God. It's a very vapey vape, man. It has the 3 different prongs you could smoke out of. This is indica, this is sativa, and this is meth. Pro vape. Look, it's got the different angles, so you can, like, if you just really want to do that quick hit, you can go. Deep throat vape, like, yeah, this one's for deep throating it. You gotta go. It's how you hit this vape. You gotta go. No, that is nice. That is nice, man. Where the fuck are you finding these boobs? I am not seeing these. Where the fuck did you find this? That is amazing. I love this. I want it. Right? I want it. I want it. But it's fucking 6,000. It's a little bit pricey. It's a little bit pricey. How much do they want for this? Camera 300 trade? Nah. Bronco 323. Wait, is this just a frame? Oh, that's wood. Is this just? So I could just buy this frame and then just drive this around. Put, like, weld a shitty gamer seat on it and just fucking drive this shit around and not even have a body on it. Oh, fuck, I'm not showing you. Hold on. Oh, fuck, hold on. There we go. Chat, what if I just bought this and didn't do anything else with it? It's just a rolling chassis with an engine and transmission on it. That's kind of funny, actually. Get a Crown Vic and Marquestown car, bulletproof and cheap. How many times do I have to say? No automatic transmissions. No automatic. I refuse. I would rather not drive than drive a car with an automatic transmission. Fuck automatic transmissions. All right. I love the Crown Vic and I love that body style. No automatics. If I had an old hearse, they are often mechanically cared for and often get a manual and stuff into. I know someone who owns a couple of hearses, and they are very cool. I would not be opposed to driving a hearse, but I don't know if there's one that in my price range. That's a lot of money for that. It's very cool, but that's also a lot of money for that. Studebaker. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Cool Impala. Fuck, dude. Man. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Just manual swap a Vic. Yeah, but that's more money. So I'd have to buy the Vic for like, what, $2,000. And then I'd have to buy the transmission for like another $2,000. And then I'd have to fucking buy all the extra aftermarket like transmission mounts and bell housings that I'd need to fucking get that to work. And then I'd have to buy like a fucking manual clutch assembly with that. And then I'd have to fucking drill into the body and drill in the slave cylinder and the master cylinder. And then fucking route the lines. It's fucking too much work, man. I guess I could. Like, ooh. It's just a Triumph Spitfire. I mean, it looks cool from the back, but it's a little putsy thing. It's just a little putsy thing. I feel like that's super old. Like, I'm looking for like 70s to 90s, you know, era. I'm really not looking for something that's older than 1975, unless it's like a muscle car. Show the Studebaker. Okay, I'll show the Studebaker. I'll show the Studebaker. Hold on. Oh wait, never mind. This is not the Studebaker. This is an ARC. Wait, this is 2 doors FC. What? Ew! Ew! Listen, if you gotta put rims on your car and the first reaction I have to it is ew, you're doing something wrong. It's probably got. So it's got a salvage title because he repainted his bumper. It's cool. 1, 2, 3, 4 miles. That's not a good sign. Sounds alright, but like, how much does he want for it? He's my project FC, been on the back burner. I haven't had shit. I'm only looking at to trade. I'm only looking to trade. No American cars is less. It's a classic. So he's not even looking to sell it. He's only looking to trade. I guess I could ask him how much he wants for it, but that I do really like that RFC. I do want, like, I have a dream. I have a dream about getting like all 3 generations of RX-7 because I already have the first generation RX-7. I would love to have the FC and FB or FD. FDs are unobtainium though. Where's that Studebaker? There it is. There's a Studebaker. It is very cool, but maybe not the best daily driver option. It's the Muppet car. It is the Muppet car, isn't it? It is the Muppet car. Get a Miata? I don't like Miatas. My brother has a Miata. Oh, there's so many links in chat. I have to... So many... Oh my god! That's 4,000 for an RX-3? That's so... Oh, that's... It doesn't have an engine, that's why. But damn, that son of a bitch is rusted. She's seen better days. She's seen better days. Oh, there's an FB, which is in way worse condition than IFB. I mean, this is nice. This is... Oh, I miss my car. That is the other option. I could just pay to have my car shipped. But that'd be like $2,000 in of itself. So, like, I could pay $2,000 for this one, which is a year newer than my car. But it's, It's, yeah, I don't know, man. That's pretty rough. It's pretty fucking rough, dude. There's an FC there, but that's pretty bad. I mean, that's pretty bad. This is fucking cool, though. I love the RX-3. I love it. I love the RX-4. I love all of the RX cars, but I really want an RX-3. I guess I do have an engine that could I wouldn't hate, honestly, like, if I had this, I wouldn't hate the idea of taking the engine out of my FB and putting it in this. Because that would be a straight swap. But the body's in such bad shape, dude. Look at those chairs. Fuck. I mean, I really like this, and I could put my 13B in it, but damn, 4,000 for a car that's in that condition with no fucking engine in it. Jeez, that's bad. That's bad. Over here on my lap. Aw. Well, wait, I can't tell if these links have clicked them or not. There's so many. Ooh, a Bernard Lynx. That's fucking wild looking. I mean, that's pretty cool, but like, some of these cars just straight up don't have engines. It's like, I do want a car that at least has an engine. Because if the car doesn't have an engine in it, then I have to go put an engine in it. And then I have to buy an engine. H-Charge is just an RX-3 a long time ago. I love RX-3s. I think they're fucking cool. I really like RX-3s, actually. And actually, you know, now that I think about it, there is another RX-3 in this, like, area, I think. If I go RX... I thought there was, maybe there's not, I don't know. I really like RX-3s, but they're expensive as shit, because they're vintage, and yeah. I've never seen so many links in chat. If only we knew a mechanic who knew how to put an engine in the car. I said this with the extra walk-in voice. If only we know a mechanic who could, put an engine in a car. It's like, yeah, I know how to put an engine in a car, but like, there's more to it than that, right? I could buy a car for $1,000 with no engine, but I'd have to buy an engine that would match that transmission. So the easiest way to do that would just be to buy an engine for that car. But my guess is the engine that was in that car, to buy it, and to buy like a decent shaped one, you'd spend more than what you'd spend on the car. And with like the shipping costs and just like getting it to like I'd have to buy an engine if it didn't come with an engine. And engines are not cheap, man. They are not fucking cheap. It's not a terrible idea though. Like, I mean, I guess if I found like the perfect car, there is a 1961 Ford Mustang or 1969 Ford Mustang for $5K. That's got no it has an engine. You know what? Wait, is that still for sale? Did someone pick that up? Someone might have grabbed that one out from under me. Yeah, I don't see it here anymore. I think someone else got that one. But like something like that, I wouldn't hate that idea of like getting like a cool car, or especially if someone could find a 1969 Ford Ranchero. I could go for that. I could go for it. I would buy a Ford Ranchero because like that's the dream car. God damn it. Boobs, I can't daily drive a Kaiser Jeep M725. It is not a daily drivable car. I'm sorry. It's not. Hold on. What if I do this? What if I look up 1969 Ford Ranchero for sale? Oh, damn, they're so expensive, dude. These ones are so fucking expensive. That's the problem, though, is like most of them are in good condition, because people take the ones that have lasted the test of time are not in shitty condition. So like, you know, this would probably be like the cheapest one I could get unless I bought like a complete junker. But, like, this is a dream car of mine. I really want one of these, man. I love the fucking Ford Ranchero. Specifically this... Oh, man, he put a fucking stick in it. Holy shit, this one's manual. This is perfect. Fuck, dude, if I had $17,000, I'd unironically buy this. I love the fucking 1969 Ford Ranchero. The one with this body style and this grille is my favorite. By far. A lot of them don't have that styling, like the year right after. This one's tragic because it's an automatic, even though he made it to look like a manual. But I would buy an automatic version of one of these, because I would just swap it later. But I would, this is the only car that I would buy in an automatic. I love this thing, but they're fucking expensive as shit. You know? Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's real nice. Oh, that's really nice, actually. That's... Ooh. Is this an automatic or manual? Fucking show me the interior, goddammit. It is an automatic. Still. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Yeah, wait. Craigslist. Do they? Potentially. If I go, like, all the way out here, and I search Ford Ranchero, what comes up? 1965. Easy, like, well, 1965s aren't the right body year, right? It's not the same thing. Can the viewers follow along at home, see my links, or is it just Astra? The viewers can see the links. I want to drive it the fast. Babe, you should just send these to me in DMs, because I can't, like, open all of these in chat. They're falling behind. Yeah, so here's a Ford Falcon. That's pretty cool. I like this Ranchero, but it's not the right year, right? This is 1964. That's not a terrible price for that, honestly, though. This is the body style right there. That's the body style. Wait. See if there are any of those body styles for sale in the entire, like, east side of the fucking state or the country. 1963, 1974, 1964, 1966. That's not it. That one looks cool. That's a cool color, but not it. 1971. The 71s don't look bad. I won't lie. The 71s don't look bad, but they're not the style, you know what I mean? The 80s versions I don't think look good at all. Fuck, man. Oh, here's the lone one. This one's still for sale, dude. You know, there is a sick part of me, right? There is a very sick part of me that just wants to say, fuck it. Look at this shit, man. I mean, I guess it's not that bad, actually. I thought it looked like it was, like, bent in the middle, but I don't think it is. I think the tires are just flat on that side. So the body, in theory, could still be solid. I mean, if you took a sandblaster to this and re-welded some of the sheet metal back together... Oh, it kind of is split in the middle, isn't it? Oof. 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 Look at that dude. Look at this dude. That's the body style, though. Fuck, dude. I wonder if I could fix it. Could I bring life into it? Could I bring life into it? Could I do it? Coming in clutch. I know exactly where that is. It's a lot of fucking tabs. I mean, this is just a fucking... I've just been opening the links people send me. Okay. Oh, I need to close some of these fucking tabs. Jesus Christ. I know exactly where that is. If Florida doesn't require inspections, you're good to go. That car is fucked. I know it's fucked, but, like, what if I fixed it? What if I made it not fucked? I don't want a K car. God damn. Is it a body on frame? I think so. Yeah, the old ones were. So, like, if it's a body on frame, like, I might be able to fix it. Like, the last trench is 10 miles away from my house. What you mean, this one? The one that's, wait, I fucking can't. This one? Is this one 10 miles from your house? Can you go look at it for me? Can you send me more detailed pictures on the underside of it? Because, like, if it is body on frame, then I could theoretically just take the front part of the whole thing off of its frame and put it on a new, like, thing. I could fix it. I could fix it. I could make it whole again. I could fix her. I can fix her. I could fix her, honestly. I love this car though, man. I fucking love it. I would unironically buy this. Yeah, it's fucked, but like I can relate to that right now, you know, man? I can relate. It's very relatable. That car is the way that car looks is how I feel right now. This picture from 2019, yeah. I can save her, bros. This is the vibe of the girlfriend saying, I can fix him. I know. DM me the exact photos you... So that is... Alright, student. I can DM you. It's literally... I just need, like, the underside of the car. And a little bit more, like, close-up pictures of where that car is doing, that. Because the car... You know, normal car is supposed to be like this, right? This one's doing that. And I need to know why it's doing that. Because if it's something that I could, like, theoretically just replace... The start card's definitely more than just service rest. I'll buff out. I'll buff out. I'll buff out. But could you imagine though? Like if I had $5,000, how far could I get that car with $5 grand? Like if I took that car home and I got it running, right? Let's say it needs a new transmission, right? Let's say I put a new transmission in it, maybe a new engine and transmission in it even, right? I could do that for $5 grand. What if I put a new engine and transmission in it and like a new... I could replace the drive line of that car for under $5 grand. And if I could replace the drive line of that car and the suspension for under $5 grand, what body work does that need that I could theoretically just do, right? Because it doesn't need to look good at this point, obviously. It just needs to be functional. Bring a trailer. It's the salt. I'm in PA2. Yeah, the salt just fucking evaporates to it. Do you need an Astra van? I mean, like, I could do that. Or I could get a really shitty Ford Ranchero. Because I like Ford Rancheros, man. It needs a frame. Yeah, but like a frame isn't hard to get or like hard to fix, right? If I could rent a welder and just go to town welding shit back together, like I don't need to buy like good sheet metal. Like I would just have to buy like a piece of sheet metal, an angle grinder and a hammer and rent a MIG welder and I could patch her back up, I think. I think I could do that. Because like, you know, for the BMW, like I'd have to get it perfect so it looks new. This, I don't have to care what it looks like. I could rat rod the fuck out of it. And I could just, oh, man, I do like it. I do like the idea of doing that. But I'd have to pay for it to get down here, which would probably be like, I'd probably be into it like $2,600 just to get it down here in my driveway. And at which point, then I have to fix it. Which would probably require like weeks worth of welding and sourcing parts. So, maybe not that one. But, fuck, it's in my heart, man. It's in my heart. Yeah, if student, if you're still here, that is a wild looking fucking van, dude. Holy shit. If you're still here, send me a picture of the engine underneath the car, the suspension, and the frame of the car. That's what I would want to see. And if I could see that, and if it's better than what it looks like on those pictures, I'd buy it. I'd do it. I want an El Camino, and I want to look at it as the name is Earl Carr. My name is Earl Carr. That's pretty cool. Ranchero's bases for the Falcon, so you can get a frame from one of those if you needed to. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's all I'd have to do. If it's just a frame,
Thank you for the follow.
I could get a frame from a different car and then just fix it and then weld everything else back together. Thank you, Stan Mercury, for the follow. Red car and blue door. Say that again. All right, student. Let me. I can't DM you on this computer because I'm not logged into my account. But take this down. I will send me a message later and I'll talk to you. I'll DM you about it. But all right, the thing it needs. I need pictures of the engine bay. I need pictures of the engine. I need pictures of the transmission. So underneath the car, and I need pictures of the frame of the car. So like underneath and the suspension. So I need to look at the suspension, the engine, the frame of the car, and the body of the car as a whole. Like the part where it's doing this, I need to have more pictures of that so I can figure out the extent of the damage and see how hard or cheap it would be to patch it back together. I had a 72 Elko. It was one of the coolest cars I ever owned. It's pretty cool. You'd probably have to trip apart a better car and get an unrusted frame for that. I mean, the thing about it is, like, a frame doesn't have to be... It can be rusted, especially on a car like that is not body, not a unibody car. Because it isn't a unibody car. It's a body on frame. Which basically means you have the body of the car on a rolling chassis. That's just, like, 2 big bars of steel that hold the suspension, the engine, the transmission, everything like that, right? So, if I get a new one of those, which I could get one probably for $3,000... from the right car, like a Ford Falco or one, right? If I did that, then all I'd have to do is worry about little body panels, right? And I could take little pieces of sheet metal and weld those into the parts that I can cut away the rusted parts with a sandblaster and an angle grinder, and then weld in new pieces of metal in there to, like, substitute it. Because at this part, this car is never going to look like a show car. It's just gonna be the most ratty piece of shit ever, and I kind of love that. You know what I mean? Student, send me a DM later if you want. If you want to know, if you talk about it, I can, like, give you more information if you send me a DM. This is a cool Nissan. I like this, but it looks like the guy tore into it a pretty good bit. So it looks like there's probably some electrical gremlins. What does it say? And runs and drives, needs muffler, speedometer doesn't work, odometer second 98, won't go into 5th gear. Okay, it needs a transmission, pop-ups work, interior part. So it needs a new transmission, which is not ideal. But I guess it's alright. Won't go into 5th though, it needs a new transmission. Unless something's blocking it. If it's a manual, I might be able to get it to fucking work, but I don't know why it wouldn't go. Maybe it just is, it's got the synchros out of it. Maybe the synchros are out of it and he just doesn't know how to shift without synchros. Maybe that's the problem. Yeah, I might be able to, that might work. This thing is fucking wild looking. I don't like that one. This one's kind of cool looking. I kind of like that. I like the 71 as well, but not as much as the 69. That one's alright looking. This one's St. Louis though. Man, I just look at this picture and I'm just like, that. I love it. I love her. I can fix her, bros. I can fix her. I need an image like under right here, looking like up at that, right? Because, like, all of this shit, I can replace that. I can fix that. That's just rust, right? I can take that out and fix that. I don't need it to be perfect. The main issue is, why is the car falling apart? Why is it, like, falling in of itself? It's probably not fixable. Like, let's be honest. But, you know what? Hey, I can dream, alright? Give me that. I can dream, okay? I can dream. There would be no car if you sandblasted it. Old Volvo? Yeah, see, like, old Volvos like this, I like. I really like old Volvos like this, and they're fucking bulletproof, these things. Like, this, I would drive this. I love this car. The issue is it's an automatic. Now, I don't know if they made these with manuals. They might have. But, like, one of these, I love the diesel, and I love 4-speed man. Don't give me that shit. That's clearly not a 4-speed manual. Yeah, it's a 4-speed manual transmission with 2 pedals and a gear shift that only goes forward and backwards. Like, I love this. If this had a manual transmission in it, this would be so good. I love these things, man. These old bricks. I love those diesel engines too, man. I really do want a diesel. Like, I wouldn't. There's a part of me that really wants to get a diesel because I love. I know how to work on them. I found an 82 RX-7 for 8,500. It looks brand new. I have an 83 RX-7. I don't need another 82. I don't need another FB, okay? I don't want another FB. I already have an FB, and I don't need another one. If I'm going to get another RX-7, it's going to be 86 and up is the only RX-7 I would get, because I don't see any reason to get another FB, you know? Buy a Chrysler LeBaron and John Vaught drove one. That's the problem with filtering the search results. People don't fill in details properly. It's true. What about a Lincoln? All it needs is a manual transmission. Then I would consider it. I would consider it. If it's got a manual and it's cheap, I'd consider it. You get one that's not all redded out, lol. What, you mean the Ranchero? Rancheros are expensive. Like, I could theoretically maybe find one that's not redded out, but it's not gonna be close to here. And if it is close to here, then it's gonna be like, I'd have to like, know the RX-7. Hey man, my RX-7's in good shape, dude. Fuck you. I like my RX. It's not redded out. The interior needs some work, yeah, but everything else is fine. Like, fuck. God damn it. The dash has a crack in it. It's so trashy. The dash has a crack in it. Like, come on. Get your quackers out of here, alright? I don't care. I like ducks. Quack, quack in the dash. Sun makes my dash go quack, quack. Yeah, I don't care what the dash looks like. The dash doesn't have to deal with the drivability of the car. I saw an RX-7 in the wild last week. That's sweet. That's cool. I mean, I miss my RX-7 already. You know, there's a part of me that thinks maybe I should just ship my car down. But, like, if I do that, it's not set up correctly and it doesn't have AC. So AC is kind of a big deal. And no matter what car I get, I need to at least make sure that it's relatively easy to put AC in it, you know? This one's cursed. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Whoa. I don't know why that one, Chief. That's, I would drive that. South Carolina, 72. I would drive that. I would drive that. I would. This is the one automatic front-wheel drive car I would drive, honestly. The only one. You found it. You found the only car that's front-wheel drive and on automatic that I'd buy. You found it. Congratulations. You know who drives a Lincoln? Matthew McConaughey. That's who. Alright. John bought car, dude. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know. I like... Fuck, man. It's just gonna be basically, like, me trying to figure out, like... Can we rot a $2,000 RV? You could, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess we could. But that wouldn't be, like, a daily driver. Yeah, I don't know, man. I guess, like, it comes down to this. If chat is gonna donate for a car, chat gets to choose what that car is. To, you know, a degree, right? Like, if chat's gonna... Like, if chat's donating for a car, like, chat gets to decide if we go for the little Ranchero that could, or if we could go for, like, something else, you know? Looks like a modified Fiero. Catfish Camaro. You know, and so basically chat gets to... Anything within those guidelines. Preferably not front-wheel drive, but it has to have a manual transmission. Anything else is fair game. So, like, if chat finds something, and chat agrees on something in that range, then... Deja vu, chat? Yeah, I know it's deja vu. This is the fucking BMW Donut Goal all over again. I know. It's full frontal Corvette all over again. But listen. But someone backed into my fucking car, alright? What am I supposed to do? They did make a 5-speed manual for the Mitsubishi 308 and that cursed LeBaron. Oof. I would say I should get a gifted a Honda Civic and have to drive it. I would sell it. If someone gifted me a Honda Civic, I would sell it. Like, I don't want to drive a Honda Civic. Like, the only car I'd rather drive a Honda Civic over is, like, maybe a Hyundai. Like, you're gonna give me a Hyundai or, like, a Kia? Alright. Yes, full frontal, we never knew you. Rip full frontal. So thank you, Stan Mercury, for the follow. Wait, Econoline van that scares all the kids in the neighborhood. Someone sold their kidney to give you that Civic and you sold it? Well, first of all, if someone sold their kidney to buy me a Honda Civic, I would have to question their resolve. What if Top Dono chooses a car? Well, it depends on, like, what the Top Dono is. Like, if it's a lot of, like, people... If there's, like, a lot of little donations, then the top, like, and someone donates like $1 than everyone else, and they don't really get to choose. If someone donates like 70% or more of the fucking car, then they can choose the car. But like it'd have to be like a chat thing. So like chat would have to decide amongst chat what chat wants to do. What chat is allowing chat to pick. Chat needs to chat with chat about chatting in the chat about the chat. That's what I meant. Yes. But yeah, no, yes, yeah. Like, if you have a car that you really want to see me driving, and you're like, fuck it, I'll payroll that. I think I just had a stroke. And that oddly enough made sense to me. Now this, ooh. Now this is a rough condition, but man, that's a cool car. It doesn't show the front, which is a little bit weird, but like a 1956 Mercedes, Jesus Christ. Just a random picture of a dude. Taking a picture of phone, you can see the fucking dude's phone. Dangerous game scrolling through Facebook Marketplace on stream. Honestly, dangerous game. Maddie's gonna cry. Wait, what? Baby Stash should drive the 3-wheel car from Mr. Bean. BMW Z4. I love BMW Z4s. Actually, the only other BMW I'd buy other than an E30 is a Z4. Yeah, other than that though, like I wouldn't buy like this one, this 2003 BMW 325i. I wouldn't buy that specifically because BMW is so much harder to work on. The E30 is nice because it's not hard to work on, but everything else is hard to work on. I like Z4s, and they're the only exception to that rule. I found a Z4 for 3,500. I would be skeptical about a Z4 for 3,500, right? BMWs are expensive, and the Z4s are expensive to maintain. So we would be skeptical about buying a Z4 for 35. They're just nice and low price for a Z4. Why so many words on? Why so many word on your? What? What? Trying to find Astra Chrysler Executive Limo 2.6 liter Hemi. The mileage isn't that high. My bad, it's a Z4 for parts. Yeah, like I was about to say, like if you find a Z4 for that cheap, like even a Z4, anything under 10 grand for a Z4 seems like, I don't know about that one. Lincoln Town Car long wheelbase and like a limo. Yeah, I don't know, chat. I think that's I don't know, chat. I'll let chat amongst chat about what chat should do about chat. But until then, I'm gonna stream tomorrow. So I'll talk to you guys later. I'll end the stream here because it is like 10:30. But I'll talk to you everybody tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have like a fully length stream tomorrow and not spend like 3/4 of it trying to figure out how the fuck to get to work, only to give up and plug in the other computer anyway. So thank you everybody for watching. I will talk to you guys later.